You are doing everything right. The degree, the job, the direct deposit. You show up on time. You work hard. You do not complain. And yet, every single month, without fail, you reach Tuesday morning and your bank account is already empty. Not because you are lazy, not because you are stupid, but because nobody ever told you about the trap. And today, that changes. I want you to meet Derek. Derek is 32 years old. He drives a car that costs him $600 a month. He lives in an apartment that stretches his budget to its absolute limit. He wears the right clothes. He eats at the right places. He posts the right things. From the outside, Derek looks like he is winning. His colleagues respect him. His family is proud of him. His social media shows a man who has figured it out. But here is what Derek's social media does not show. It does not show the 3 credit card balances he rotates between to survive each month. It does not show the panic that arrives every time an unexpected bill appears. It does not show the quiet Sunday night dread that comes from knowing Monday's paycheck is already spent before it arrives. Derek is not living, Derek is performing. And the audience he is performing for does not pay his bills. Derek is completely and totally trapped. And the most painful part is, he does not even know it yet. What Derek is living inside has a name. It is called the consumption trap. And it is the single most powerful financial force keeping ordinary people broke. Not poverty, not bad luck, not the economy. The consumption trap works like this. Every time your income goes up, your spending goes up to match it. You get a raise, you upgrade the car. You get a bonus, you upgrade the apartment. You land a better job, you upgrade the wardrobe, the restaurants, the holidays. Your income rises, but your savings never move because your lifestyle rises in perfect lockstep with every dollar you earn. Economists call this lifestyle inflation, and it is invisible while it is happening to you. It does not feel like a trap. It feels like progress. It feels like reward. It feels like finally living the life you worked for. But what it is actually doing, silently, invisibly, month after month, is ensuring that no matter how much more you earn, you remain exactly one missed paycheck away from a serious financial crisis. The consumption trap does not care how educated you are. It does not care how hard you work. It catches brilliant people. It catches high earners. It catches people with impressive titles and impressive salaries. Because it does not attack your intelligence. It attacks your identity. It makes you believe that what you own is who you are. Here is the deeper truth underneath all of this. Most people are not spending money to meet their needs. They are spending money to win a game that has no finish line and no real prize. I call it the visible scoreboard. The visible scoreboard is the unspoken competition happening between every person in every workplace, every neighborhood, every family gathering, who has the newer car, who lives in the better area, who wears the better watch, who took the better holiday. Nobody announces this competition. Nobody hands out a rule book. But almost everyone is playing it, spending real money, sacrificing real security, and taking on real financial stress in order to win points on a scoreboard that only exists in the minds of people who are too busy playing their own game to genuinely pay attention to yours. Derek is playing this game with everything he has, and it is costing him everything he could have. The people winning the visible scoreboard are almost always losing the only game that actually matters. The one happening quietly, invisibly in their bank accounts, their assets, and their long-term financial foundation. Now I want you to meet the other person in this story. You. Same age as Derek. Similar income. Similar background. But something is different about how you move through the world. You drive a car that is reliable, not impressive. You live in a place that is comfortable, not status signaling. You do not post every meal and every purchase. You do not upgrade your phone the moment a new model drops. From the outside, people like Derek look at you and feel a quiet pity. They assume you have not made it yet. They assume the modest car means you cannot afford better. They assume the simple lifestyle means you are behind. But here is what they cannot see. Every month, quietly, consistently, without announcement, you are doing something Derek has never done. You are building a gap. The gap between what you earn and what you spend. And into that gap, month after month, year after year, you are placing assets, productive investments, business building blocks, income streams that do not require you to trade time for every dollar. You are not winning the visible scoreboard, but you are building something that Derek's entire lifestyle cannot buy, a floor. A financial foundation so solid that when life tests you, and life always tests you, you do not fall through. Most people spend their entire financial lives chasing a ceiling. A higher income, a better title, a bigger number on a paycheck. But the people who achieve genuine financial security are obsessed with something completely different. They are obsessed with building a floor. A floor is the minimum level your life can fall to, even when things go wrong. When you lose the job. When the business hits a difficult period. When an unexpected expense arrives. When life, as it always does at some point, gets genuinely hard. Derek has no floor. Derek has a ceiling he is always chasing, and a floor made of glass. One serious disruption and everything shatters. You have been building a floor for years. It is not glamorous. Nobody photographs a floor. Nobody posts about a floor. But when the storm comes, and the storm always comes, the floor is the only thing that matters. Derek will be starting over. You will be standing on something solid, ready to rebuild, ready to help others, ready to move forward without losing everything you spent years constructing. Nobody taught you these in school. Not one classroom, not one teacher, not one exam. Here are the hidden rules of wealth that the financially free understand, and almost everyone else has never been shown. Rule 1. Your savings rate matters more than your income. A person earning $40,000 a year and saving 30% will build more lasting wealth than a person earning $100,000 a year and saving nothing. The number is not the power. The discipline around the number is the power. Rule 2. Assets buy freedom, income buys lifestyle. Income is what Derek has. Assets are what you are building. Income stops the moment you stop working. Assets, a business, productive investments, income-generating skills, continue working even when you are not. Rule 3. Every financial decision is either building your floor or weakening it. There is no neutral. The coffee is not the problem. The car payment, the apartment upgrade, the subscription stack, the social spending, the constant lifestyle creep, added together over months and years. These are the decisions that determine whether you have options or whether you have obligations. Rule 4. Financial invisibility is a superpower. The people nobody is watching are the people nobody is pressuring to perform. Fly quietly, build seriously. Let the results speak when it is time, not before. Here is the thing about escaping the rat race. It is not a dramatic moment. There is no ceremony, no announcement, no crowd cheering. You do not wake up one morning with a notification saying, "Congratulations, you are financially free." It happens in the accumulated weight of thousands of small, quiet decisions made consistently over years. The month you chose not to upgrade the car. The year you lived below your means while your income grew. The decision to put money to work wisely instead of spending it visibly. The choice to build a second income stream instead of a second subscription service. None of these moments are photogenic. None of them generate likes. None of them impress anyone at a dinner party. And that is exactly why most people never make them. Because we live in a world that rewards visible performance over invisible discipline. But the financially free have learned something that Derek has not learned yet. The goal was never to impress anyone. The goal was always to be free. And freedom, real freedom, is quiet. It does not need an audience. It just needs to be real. So what do you actually do with all of this? Here is the practical foundation. Clear, simple, and honest. First, calculate your real savings rate this month. Not what you think it is, what it actually is. Income minus all spending divided by income. If the number is below 20%, that is your starting point for honest change. Second, audit every recurring expense in your life and ask one question about each one. Is this building my floor or decorating my ceiling? Third, before any lifestyle upgrade, Ask yourself one question. Can I afford this without touching my savings or my building fund? If the answer is no, wait. The upgrade will still be there when the answer becomes yes. Fourth, find one skill, one service, one asset you can begin building outside your main income. Not to get rich quickly, not to replace your job overnight, simply to begin creating a gap between your time and your income. One stream becomes two, two becomes four, and over years, quietly, without announcement, you build the kind of financial foundation that gives you genuine options in life. That is the goal, not a number. Options. Derek is still playing the visible scoreboard. And maybe, right now, you are too. That is okay. Awareness is the beginning of everything. The rat race does not end when you earn more. It ends when you decide that your real life, your security, your freedom, your ability to be generous to the people you love and the causes you believe in, matters more than the opinion of people who are not paying your bills. You escaped the rat race the moment you made that decision. Nobody noticed. Nobody needed to. The floor you are building right now, quietly, invisibly, consistently, will hold you when nothing else does. I am Mr. Max Wealth. Build the floor first. Everything else can wait. See you in the next one.